बैठ जा 2 मिनट बैठ जा.
हाँ सर मैं अभी एक चश्मा लेके
Okay. So yeah, so just 1 second. Okay, sorry, someone came. So also we have to do the edit part. So what things are pending? One is when I click delete, it should give the confirmation box, and when I click edit, I should be able to edit it. If you see, I did same thing for the delete. I built something for delete. I will show you the sample how the delete looks. So let me open my let me show you how the delete will look like. Achha. So this is the one I built it. So I will show you how the delete will look like. So let's say if I create thing, this is created. If I click delete button, so it's asking the confirmation like this. And if I click delete record, then it will delete. If I click this close, it will not delete. So if I click delete, so if I click delete, this will go away. So something we will do like this delete part. So let's do delete part today. It's simple, small, and easy to build, and then more things we will do tomorrow. Okay, npm start. So once I click delete, it should ask the confirmation message, and once I give the confirmation message, I should be able to delete the record. So now if I delete it, it will not give the confirmation. So let's do that one. Okay, let me okay, 1 second. Okay, so now we let's see what happened when we click delete button. So I go to the detail one, and I have We have the detail user. Let's see where is the detail delete one. Let's go to the result. Yeah, in result we have the delete record one. All right. So in uh, in results.js, just open the results.js page for you because I will be doing the delete part and then you have to do same thing. So you have seen the example. I'm using some pop-up kind of thing for delete confirmation. So we will be using same pop-up here. That is nothing but the model in the React Bootstrap. So first step is adding the model. So we have to add button and model from the React Bootstrap. So just add in the results.js, just add button and model. Okay. Okay. So first step is done. We added the model import statement. Now second statement is we have to create one variable which will be updating to true or false. If it is true, I will show the model dialog box, and if it is false, I will not show the model dialog box. So here in the results page, in the results component, I will create the state variable. So I'll say constructor props super props this dot state is equal to. So I'll create some variable, and based on this variable, I will show the model and hide the model. So I will say show model. So initially it will be false, that is we are not showing the model, and then later on we will make it true. So whenever user will click the delete button, so I'll say whenever the user is clicking the delete button, on clicking I will not call this one. So let's keep this side. Let's keep it side for a moment. So whenever user click the delete button, I will say I'll create an arrow function. I'll say this dot set state, and I'll update the variable show model to true. So this is I'm changing the model to true whenever user click the delete button. So just change this delete link to this one. So whenever user click the delete, we will just enable the show model to true or false. Okay. Now we will build the model which initially will be hidden because show model is false initially, but when user click the delete button, we will show that model. So just copy paste this model code which I have. I will put it here. So I will put that code, let's say anywhere here maybe. Let's put it Okay, let's put it somewhere. So that model code should be actually this model code should be one only, not the multiple. This is the model code. It should be only one. We should not put it in the results page. So because results page is having we will be calling results page multiple times, and I don't want to call the multiple model. I want only one model. So let's put the code inside the result container where we call the looping. So where we are calling the looping, we are calling the looping here. We are calling the looping here. So we don't want to put inside the result because then it will be multiple model box. I don't want that. So I will put it here, maybe below this results part. I will put here. So maybe put up below div tag. So instead of putting in the results page, I will put it here. And I will copy the state values here. So I don't need this here actually. I don't need it here. I need it in the results container. So already we have the constructor. We'll just take the property. Okay, so you put it afterwards because I did some changes. Maybe we may have few more changes. So in the end, I will tell you what to put. So just revert everything from the results page. I'll just do Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, and we will put it inside the results container. I put show model false, and then I removed everything from the results page. This I will fix it in some time. Let's fix this part in some time. And then I put the model part here. So in the model, I will use the show model to display this model box or not. And so now I need, so when the user will click the delete button, I need to change the model, show model to true or false. So I will create one function here. I will make it, I will call it as change show model. This function will change the model to true or false. I will pass some value that is true or false, and I will say this dot set state, and in the set state I will change show model equal to false. Whatever value I pass it here. So if I pass true, I will make change show model to true, and if I pass false, I will change it to false. So I will pass this change model function to the results component. So here I will say change show model equal to this dot change show model dot bind this. I'm passing the change show model into this change show model. So whenever user click the delete one, instead of calling this dot state, because state is not on this page, it is on the previous page, so we have to call the previous page function. I will call like this dot props dot show change model dot bind this, and I will pass the value of true, that is make it true. So this is what I pass when user will click delete button. Right now this model will give error because we have too many codes inside it which we haven't created, where there are some variables. So I'm deleting it for some time. to see whether the state value is changed or not when I click the delete button. So when I click the delete button, I should be able to change the state value. That is, show model should be true. To see it, I will make it here console.log state is state, this dot state. So now when user will click the delete button, I should get this show model to true in this results container. Let's check that one. I'll go to my account. So let's click the delete button. So once I click delete button, it refreshes the page because we did not took into consideration of the event. So we should always also pass as event as a E, and here I will say E dot event default. Now it should work. So now when I click delete one, the state is show model equal to true. So we got the show model equal to true. So this is the first task. When show model is true, I have to show the model dialog box. So you have to do this part now. So just do till this part. So revert everything from the result.js. In the result container, put this line. Second thing, you add this model, show model in the instructor. Okay, so now add this function show model one. Okay. Now add this in the results component. When calling the result container results component in the looping, add this change model function. I'll give you the whole return statement again if you want to grab whole. Okay, now in the results page, on click, call this one. And I'll give you the whole delete li. You can use that one. Okay. So now we saw that when we click the delete button, we are able to change the variables to the true or true. So what we will do, now we will add the model box. Also when we click the delete button, we make the show model true. Also we need to pass the detail of this record. So what I will do, I will also add one more parameter, for example, this record. So this whole record I want to pass because I want to show the title also when deleting the record. So after true, I will also pass this dot props dot record. So you can also pass this as a third parameter. After true, in the results.js, pass one more parameter. And then I will go to the results container. I will also create one more variable called as the model details, for example, and initially it will be null. And then I will also pass one more variable as a details in the change show model, and I will update this model details with the details. So just add one more parameter in the state and then change the function to get one more details. Okay, so now let's check now again if we are getting the details. So once I click delete now, I should be able to see the state with the details. So this show model is true and model details is all the details of the record. So if I want to show that delete the Indian food donation, I can give the title, or if I want to delete this ID, I can get the ID from the model details. So if I have another one, for example, if I create another one, and then I have two. Now if I click this delete, I am getting the model details with the ID of XOR, but when I click this delete, I am getting the model details with the ID of BDD. That means I am deleting this part, and in the first case, I am deleting this part. So just add the model dialog now, and we will show the model dialog now. So I'll copy model dialog and I'll put in the results container. After this div, before pagination, I will put the model dialog. I will give you this code, and here I have to put the variable. The variable is the show model. So I should say show model should be true, then only show this one. I need to create one more function called as close. Right now I'll create only the close, but later on I will show you what will be inside the close. Right now I'm just creating the close function so that it should not give the error. So I am calling this close when you click on hide. So title will be confirmation. So I will say delete record for. So delete record for what? If we go here, so delete record for, maybe I will say Indian food donation. So it should be the title. So in the model details, I have to go display the title. So here I will say if we have this dot state dot model details, then I will say display the title. So I will say delete record for this title. Okay, so this one is the title which I will display to the user. And do you really want to display this record? You won't be able to recover it. And once user click this delete record, it will delete the record. So what should user click so that it should delete the record? So we have a delete function here. So we have delete record function here. So user has to call this one to delete the record. So that thing I will do not today, tomorrow. So right now I'm removing this on click. So let's show the model box now, and tomorrow we will move this function to some other place so that I can call it properly. So I'll save this one now. Now let's check it. So once I click delete now, I'm getting this model dialog box and it's saying delete record for. There is no space between these two. Let's switch that one. So let's put space here. Now I have still I don't have the space. Let's we don't get space here. Let's put and BSP. Once I click delete, so now I have space. Two spaces are there now. Let's delete one again. Once I click delete, okay, I'm getting. Let's put it back again. Once I click delete, so it's showing the delete record for title. So do you want to delete the record? Once I click delete, it should actually delete the record. So which we will do tomorrow. And if I click this one, it's saying delete record for TFTF. So just copy this model and we will do tomorrow the real delete part. Okay, so we will move tomorrow this delete record function to some other place, and we will finish the delete part tomorrow and edit part tomorrow. Is that okay?